Okay, sorry about the delay, folks. Gotta love trying to do 6 things at once and having a computer that decides it doesn't want to cooperate at the last second. Anyway, I'm Moscow. If this is the first time you've joined us, welcome. Otherwise, welcome back. If you haven't already, don't forget to follow the channel, and feel free to say hi in the chat. We don't bite. On Friday, we concluded the storyline relating to Cassandra seeking out and reuniting with her family. We're now perhaps only 20% of the way through the game's overall content, but we have concluded the character arcs for Nikolaus, Marini, Stentor, Demos, Brasidas, and Cleon, among others. Because those are finished, and thus don't directly impact what we're going to be doing today, I don't have a recap video. If you missed that stream and are interested in seeing how everything turned out, the VOD will be archived on Twitch until October the 9th, and I've already ported it over to YouTube. It's there if you want to catch up on it. On a related note, now that we've concluded the family storyline, we're entering a new phase of our Odyssey, one which is more episodic than arc-based. Currently, I plan on having at least a rough idea of what we're going to be doing in any given stream, but I openly encourage you folks to make requests for what you'd like me to do. I can't promise that we'll change course midway through a given stream, but I'll certainly take feedback into consideration for planning the following one. This also means that recaps will be a bit less frequent in the near future. While I am delighted that they've been well received, they both take me a couple of hours to put together and are less useful for self-contained story episodes that only last for a single stream. There are a couple of story arcs that we've not done much or anything with yet. I'm thinking in particular of the Legacy of the First Blade and Fate of Atlantis DLCs. So when we get to those, I might do recaps as applicable, but that's still a ways out. I will also keep the recaps in my toolbox for other story arc-based games once we've moved on from Assassin's Creed Odyssey. So now that the housekeeping is out of the way, I will move us over to first we're gonna go and get today's daily Oraculcum quest out of the way, and then from there we've got a number of options about where we head next. So how's everyone doing this afternoon?
The note you posted. What's the map?
A leader dies. Was he a great man? Will he be reborn as a greater man? A lesser one?
He's dead. What do you care?
I am not entirely welcome at the temple because of my questioning. I'd send an offering to the priestess if someone would go on my behalf.
And you'll pay me to deliver it to her.
Exactly. It must arrive without a scratch.
You can count on me.
You'll be just what I need.
We're done here. Should be extra careful in this area.
This could be interesting. We have to deliver the money to someone who's right next to the leader that we need to also assassinate.
Don't come any closer. You should turn away.
Someone thought you might need this.
Thank you, Mistios. Please, take this.
Hey, you! Keep your distance.
Well, that could have ended badly. For some reason, they're irritated that we killed the national leader in broad daylight. Can't imagine why. We have a nice large collection of bounty hunters chasing us.
They'll be on high alert here.
Okay, so might as well pay down that bounty. So the couple of things that I was considering going and doing. One of them was heading over. Where is it? In here. We could go and start the arena quest line, which will get us down to a gladiatorial arena down in Pefka in Crete, so we could do that. Another one that I'm looking at doing or that we'll get to at some point, is the Mykonos storyline. So my vote would be one of those. We can also go after the Battle of 100 Hands quest line, which takes us to the Obsidian Islands, Hydrea and Milos. And my recollection was that you had wanted to see some naval combat as well, so that's another option. We can. We had started doing some work on the Gods of the Aegean Sea quest line, so I don't remember where this as yet undiscovered cultist is. This particular one requires us to go to the Obsidian Islands and weaken them, so if we want to do that, I vote we head to Hydrea and start with that. Which will have us, I suppose, starting out. I think this is probably our closest to that. It's going to take a little bit to get the nation power low enough that we get the naval battle started, but that's eminently doable today. So, while the game doesn't care whether we are out on the sea at night or in the daytime, what have you, the triremes, biremes, quadremes, pentaconters, the various sorts of naval vessels that you might encounter in this game were not designed for, not equipped to to travel for particularly long distances, and were not generally equipped for being out at sea overnight. So they would typically move from one port to the next, to the next, to the next, with them only traveling for a day or so. That's a creative name. Small settlement.
My son when they spotted me street. Lucky. Had they been in the battle, she would have killed him.
You amateurs are wasting my time.
These men look like they need a doctor.
They're lousy sparring partners. Every last one. I need professionals to practice with before the Battle of 100 Hands. I need a champion.
Maybe your champion has arrived.
Is that right? If you're serious, I am a sanctioned competitor in the battle. You practice with me, and Drakios will let both of us officially enter.
This battle,
The Battle of 100 Hands is the most grueling contest in the Greek world. The body count is high, and the chance of success low. Are you sure that's something you want to train for?
killing's what I do. And I do it well.
You have the right attitude, I'll give you that. But you can't simply power your way to victory in the Battle of 100 Hands. It takes preparation.
Just watch us.
If this battle is so difficult, why enter it at all?
I'm not from a family of means, champion, and have always dreamed about the 100 Hands purse. My father, my brother tried to win it years ago. Even my mother entered last time. And now, they're all gone. Dead.
You want the drachmi.
I don't care about the drachmi, not now. I need to save my family's legacy from the edge of yet another champion's blade. I need to win, and become like a hero of old.
If the battle's so hard, why do you think you'll win?
I train at all hours until my body gives out. Before bed, I make offerings to Ares. I wake in the night to strategize, and then I rise in the morning to do it all again.
That's an impressive amount of work.
If I don't win the battle, at least I'll know I've done all I can.
You mentioned I should talk to Drakios about officially entering the battle. Where can I find him?
He's usually in the town on Melos. Doesn't go far.
Let's say I want to fight in the Battle of 100 Hands.
Then fight me, and prove you are a worthy training companion.
You asked for it.
Come on, Mistios! Are you even trying?
Yeah, I'm trying. But it helps if I have...
You need to
ability.
push me! Nice move!
Which will get rid of a shield.
Champion, I felt worse. You're cute when you're angry.
What?
Random mercenary comes
I'm
to
not
join us.
angry. Of course not.
Sorry, this is a private party. Fearless cook or not, you're not invited.
Not my time yet!
It seems you are the champion I've been looking for. A real Spartan, if I'm right.
You are.
I sensed it in the way you fought. Aggressive, but not reckless. My name's Roxana.
Cassandra.
Next on the agenda is archery training. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
So eager. Well, a shipment of wolves has wrecked on shore nearby. They were meant to be part of the battle, but now they're our practice targets.
Let's go hunting.
safe distance here. Now shoot these cursed wolves before they start taking down the local children. I'll see if there isn't a thing or two I can learn from you.
It's nice to be out here. Just the two of us.
Is that right?
There were a lot of onlookers when we sparred.
You'll be happy to know the rest of our training will be more... private.
On with the hunt. I can always use more pelts.
A true champion. I knew it. Ready your bow.
And that's the end of that. Expensive in number of arrows, though.
It's done. All the wolves are dead.
You elevate archery to an art form. Even Sophocles couldn't captivate me like that.
How much more training will we do before I can enter the battle?
What? You don't want to spend more time with me?
This time with you has been... I don't know what to say.
Say no more. In a strange way, I see my own reflection in you.
Yes. We've only just met and yet we have a... connection.
You're a unique creature, Cassandra. There's one more step to our training.
Where to?
My house. Shall we continue?
Now that we've saved the children of Idre from a pack of hungry wolves, I guess we can move on?
You jest, but that was a real nuisance we dealt with. Your choices have an impact, Cassandra. Your actions have already benefited the people here. So, shall we complete our training?
We do have unfinished business.
The training? Or the company?
We've been having so much fun.
Fighting each other, killing wolves.
Go on.
I think you'll like this next challenge.
Yeah?
We're going to have a foot race. First one to the high point on the island wins.
The last part of training is a race?
The Battle of 100 Hands is about skill, strength, and most of all, endurance. A tired competitor is an easy target for someone with stamina. I make regular offerings to Hermes to stay fast.
Rule 1, cardio.
And if I win this race, what will I get?
Bragging rights alone.
Great.
It's not the result you should be after, it's the training. After this, you will be ready to enter the Battle of 100 Hands. I will vouch for you, and you will vouch for me.
I'm ready. You said race to the high point?
Yes, the plateau on the other side of town. When I say go, the race is on. 3, 2, 1, go!
Time to let out our inner Atalanta.
Is that all you've got?
It's not over yet!
Atalanta, you might recall, is the Arcadian princess who swore that she would only marry
Now you're just showing off! Should I slow down?
a suitor who could beat her in a foot race, and any suitor who didn't would be killed. She was eventually beaten by...
You're fast, even with all that gear.
It's easy to forget how beautiful it is here.
When you're training so hard, you mean?
I travel a lot, but it's often at the service of others. I can be so focused on Drachme that I lose sight of what's in front of me.
And what's that?
The ocean breeze on my face, the sun on my skin, a sturdy horse to ride.
I come up here to remind myself to live in the moment.
I can see how that might work. If you told Varnavas there was a sea monster living in your ear, he'd believe you.
He sounds like a real dimwit.
Actually, he's one of the most genuine people I've ever met.
That's Melos Island right there, where so many warriors go to die. At the battle, we may have to fight each other, and only one of us will survive.
I thought you came up here to live in the moment.
How's this for in the moment?
Let's make it more than a moment.
Must you wear so many layers?
Comes with the job, I guess. I guess this is goodbye. Until the battle, I mean.
Let's not make this difficult.
I can't help thinking. We don't have to cross swords.
You could skip the battle as easy as I can, but you won't.
You're right. Goodbye, Roxana.
So Atalanta went through a great many suitors before she was finally beaten by one who asked the gods for help. I don't remember which of the gods she petitioned, but she was given, or the suitor rather was petitioned the gods, and was given enchanted golden apples that he threw in her path to distract her, and in so doing was able to beat her in a foot race. Especially if it's made out of gold. Okay. Over to Milos.
Get in position to sail!
Welcome back! Where shall we go?
So Milos shows up in Thucydides, The History of the Peloponnesian War, in a particularly famous passage which is still taught as a case study for international relations theory today. The Melian dialogue. The Athenians showed up and, being considerably more powerful militarily than the people of Melos, started doing basically whatever the hell they felt like, much to the irritation of the locals, who petitioned them to stop, and
Ready sails for docking!
The Athenians famously responded that the strong do what they will and the weak take what they must. That particular bit of Thucydides is one of the foundational case studies in realist international relations theory.
Heroes, mercenaries of all types, sign up here for the Battle of 100 Hands.
I met Roxana on Idria. She says you're the one to talk to about entering the battle on Melos.
Indeed I am. My name's Drakios.
Cassandra, I'm interested in competing in this. What did you call it?
The Battle of 100 Hands draws warriors from all corners of the Greek world to compete for a large purse. But as competitions go, it's also very deadly. A last person standing type of affair.
Killing is how I make my drachmi. This battle will be no different.
It's true. You have the look of a mythical hero about you.
I expect future generations to sing songs in my honor.
If you join the battle, you'll have the chance to prove your mettle against the best. And because the battle is backed by the most powerful and influential people in the Greek world, the purse is always growing.
If you mean the people I think you mean, then I would like to meet them and have a few words.
Indeed. They are the kind of people I would never speak about openly. You know, you do look like someone I've met before. Another fierce warrior. Family resemblance, perhaps.
You mean Demos? Then this battle is backed by the cult.
Of course, I can't talk about that. Not with any old challenger, but become the champion of the Battle of 100 Hands, and I'll tell you all I know.
I want to fight in the battle.
I thought you might. The only rule is that every competitor must train with another competitor, and they must vouch for each other.
I've already met Roxana on Idria.
So I've heard. She was going to be my top recommendation, as she's amongst our highest ranked contenders. If you can train with her, then there is certainly a place for you in the battle.
What started the tradition of a free-for-all battle on Melos?
I started it with some financial support from the powerful people I mentioned. The metaphor is that each combatant is battling a hecatoncheir.
The creature with 50 heads and 100 hands.
Indeed. By defeating all the competitors, it's as if the champion has slain the creature itself. Quite an achievement. Not something to be attempted by the weak.
Indeed. What do you know about Roxana?
She's from a long line of aspiring champions. Indeed, virtually her entire family has tried to win the Battle of 100 Hands.
Aspiring champions.
None of them were as skilled as Roxana, it must be said.
How did you become the person who organizes the battle?
I was an up-and-coming merchant in these parts. Down on my luck, it turned out. Owed a few favors, then some powerful people called in those favors. Turned out to be good for me. Blood sports are big business on Melos.
These powerful people you mentioned, they're the cult of Cosmos, aren't they?
The mysterious ones. You want to meet them? I know, but it will have to wait.
How long?
I stay close with all of my champions. If you win the battle, it's something we can discuss over victory wine.
I'm ready to compete.
Indeed. Roxana tells me your training went well. Meet me inside the city gates. The battle will begin soon.
Everybody running into everybody else.
Ah, more fresh blood. By the look of these warriors, this battle of 100 hands is going to be one for the ages. Indeed, I think it will have people talking for years. Your gear could be the difference between victory or death. Don't forget to visit Gernarios for the best weapons and armor.
Thanks, Drakios! Let me know if you have questions.
Let's see, anything interesting for sale? I'm gonna guess probably nothing that I don't already have. Yep, nope, nothing interesting.
I'm glad you stopped by.
Ah, Mistios! We are gathered here again for the battle of 100 hands! Indeed! Impressive warriors from all over the Greek world have come to test their might and skill against each other. Whether it is the sharpest sword in the Athenian army, or the broadest shield Sparta can muster, all now stand alone against the many. At our climax, the final two will face off on a special battlefield. But only one will be called champion. Let the battle of 100 hands begin! Remember that horn! You'll hear it throughout the battle, marking your progress! Now, fight!
Fighting with obsidian swords? I'd win against them using my fists. The second fold. That means a quarter of the combatants are dead. Fighter for herself. These people are clearly working together.
more than half, it looks like to me. Closer to 2/3. Hi guys! I like how we're accruing bounties during a sanctioned fight. So, moral of the story, don't get set on fire.
Fighting with obsidian swords? I'd win against them using my fists. That means a quarter of the combatants are dead. This was every fighter for herself. People are clearly working together. The other contestants must be somewhere else.
Other contestants must be somewhere else, she says. No kidding, Cassandra. Those lifts look like fun. I wouldn't want to have to reset them, but they look like fun.
Don't fall, coward!
Another horn. Almost finished. Smells like rotten eggs. These bodies, such a waste of life for sport.
Yeah, it really is.
I haven't seen Roxana among the dead. I can only imagine the might of all these warriors aligned against the Count. Instead, we came to Meldus to slaughter each other over a sack of drachmi.
Challenger!
Indeed there is! Patience, Cassandra, patience!
Tell me, Drakios! Is it Roxana? Is she alive?
Your final challenger approaches! in the east!
It seems like the training has paid off.
I was about to say the same.
Enough chatter. Our patrons demand a champion. Finish this!
We can lay down our weapons. There's nothing more to prove.
This is outrageous! Roxana, only one of you can win the battle and become champion.
We don't have to kill each other.
Think of the riches, Roxana! Indeed, everything you've dreamed of is almost within your grasp.
We can walk away.
Only one of you can walk away a legend.
The stakes were clear from the beginning, Cassandra. Don't do this. I'm so close.
Enough! The battle must end now!
No. Roxana, we decide how this ends, not him.
I'm beginning to think there are things more important than riches and glory.
Join me on my ship. There are more adventures for us out on the Aegean.
I will join you.
No! You must finish the battle!
It's over, Drakios.
It's over when I say it's over. Guards!
Oh look, cultists. Surprising precisely nobody.
Thank you, champion.
So, I'll see you at my ship?
Yes. I'm ready to go wherever the sea wind takes us.
Wherever it is. Adventure awaits. For both of us now.
So, now we need to finish weakening the nation level so that we can get a naval battle going. And get that so-called God of the Aegean Sea out.
Walk away from here! No sign of them. Keep searching. Watch you don't get jumped. Yes, sir.
Keep searching. Watch that you don't get jumped. Oh, why didn't I think of that? Okay, there's one treasure chest that I hadn't got yet. There's the other.
How'd they get here? Let's take a look. Oh!
Probably should have followed that advice about not getting jumped. Okay. Time to go synchronize that fast travel point, and then we should be in a good position to do the conquest naval battle. Sneaking into forts is easier done at night. Fighting naval battles is easier done during the day. Let's see.
Eaglebearer, I heard you have a fearsome ship with a crew to match. Maybe you'd consider helping Sparta put a dent in the Athenian navy.
My crew and I will sail alongside you.
Good. Let's send the Athenians to their watery graves.
So, one of the more challenging things about the naval battles, or the naval conquest battles specifically in this game, is that you have to stay within a particular zone, but, you know, there's not exactly a, it's not, you know, marked on the map.
I have sailed past the sirens and into the mouth of Poseidon himself. The waves bow to me in fear.
So, if we get outside of a certain area, which is probably about like this, but not well defined, then we just automatically lose the naval battle, which
Speed up!
is irritating.
More speed! More oars!
We should stay back unless you are looking for a fight. Try another volley! They are coming right at us!
Head for over water! Let's make them burn!
That fire is going to weaken the ship!
Oh, this is not good.
Keep up the speed! Archers! Forward!
Watch it with the fire!
Let's move it!
We'll need repairs after this!
Archers! Ready!
Watch them, Commander! They are heading this way!
Ramming speed! Ready to shoot! Speed! Ready yourself!
Of course I've gotta trim my inventory. The 100th hand. Need a hand? Not really. that's problematic. But also unsurprising. Naval battles are challenging under the best of circumstances, and in this one we're both outnumbered and outpowered, because we're dealing with a bunch of elite ships, and now I have to go through and salvage all that stuff again. Probably fine for now.
Raise the sail! Now! Attack! Slow it down! Faster! Slower! Faster! I need archers! Forward! We're at maximum speed! Shoot when ready!
far, at least, this battle is going better than the last one.
Rowers! To your oars! Let's move! Get that sail up! Ready your boat! Use the fire! Hundreds to the front! Slow the rowers! Fire the volley!
Ramming speed.
Arrows at the ready!
And yes, Stentor, Demos, Mirini, and Nikolaus are all lieutenants on the ship. And so join in boarding. And the Obsidian Islands now are under Sparta's control.
The stories will tell of how I killed Poseidon with his own trident and threw his fucking head to the sharks.
Time to go octopus hunting. So I need to take a brief bathroom break. So I'm going to throw up the break scene. And I will be back in just a minute or two, and we'll deal with another cultist. stream still working for everybody? Cool.
Commander! We're back!
Hang on. I'll double check something. Since the stream seems to be misbehaving. hopefully that's things straightened out. Looks like there's been some issues with the network.
Towers in position! Archers, take your marks! Grenades now! Get in position! Speed up! Run! Down in speed!
You got them, Commander!
Faster! Hammer right!
So if I can get a ship where the fire barrel is all the way full like that, if enemy ship's on fire,
With your spear!
it can't move, it can't attack, and that gives me time to,
Ready arrow!
well, it gives me plenty of options.
Let's see what they make on fire! Archers!
Also, it, you know, does damage over time.
Ready your...
Looks like we're out of danger.
Bye-bye! So, the Sage of the Gods of the ANC.
Those that do not fear Cosmos can learn to breathe beneath the waves.
So he is located over in the southwestern corner of the map, all the way over here, which is quite a ways from any fast travel point that we've unlocked. I intend to save going after him for another stream, just because it's not very practical to right now. We have, at this point, about 45 minutes left in the stream. So, that's not long enough to do any particularly major quest lines. So, I think that we'll do some side quests then. Now, where we do them, let's see, where's a good place to go and do side quests? What do we have pending? think we'll probably go after side quests over here in Elise, to include going after the Erymanthian boar, who, if I remember right, is up here about. And we can also go and do one of the side quests, either Measure of a Man or Setting the Stage, as well as hitting these fast travel synchronization points. The vistas from these synchronization points in this game just simply never get old.
Onward!
So you were mentioning working on a physics paper earlier. I gather you're chasing your PhD then?
Jews. What's with the size of the boars in this country?
Hold on. So, part of the reason I ask is because, well, congratulations. Part of the reason that I ask is my, dad is, cool. My dad, was who also has a PhD in physics and teaches at Stetson University, he got his degree in physics from Carleton as well, so.
Off we go now.
Both my folks are Carleton alums. That's not good. Yet another time where I managed to successfully defeat the legendary monster only to get killed by one of the minions after.
Move!
Boar hunting is really dangerous. So, if you trace the history of stories wherein, you have a knight in shining armor who goes off and hunts a dragon or whatever.
Off we go now.
Usually, you trace those stories back far enough, and they
Come on.
Eventually it stops being, oh, so-and-so fought a dragon, and you get back, and the story metamorphosizes into so-and-so hunted a boar. And it was considered every bit well, indeed it was every bit as dangerous of a thing to be doing. There we go. But it was up until the invention of firearms, when wild boar would be hunted, and even after the invention of firearms in instances where boring was done with a spear rather than with firearms, it was generally the case that there would be a significant number of fatalities among the hunters. Wild boar are incredibly dangerous creatures.
This is the city we could see from Mount Ainos, Icarus. I've always dreamed of coming here.
So Cassandra mentions that they could see the city from Mount Ainos, which would be
I should stay hidden if I don't want to fight.
the mountain on Kefalonia where in-game there's the giant stone statue of Zeus that did not actually exist in history. Over there, that would be Mount Ainos. Now, I don't know that you... In fact, I rather doubt that you can see Elise from Kefalonia, just simply because of the distances involved. But, you know, because the game is... the distances are compressed significantly. For playability purposes. Well. For example, the distance between Thera and Crete is 68 miles, but in the game is maybe a kilometer to, you know, mix metric and imperial systems. So I think that the next thing that we do in the 25 or so minutes that we have left is to go after Callisto the Bear, who's in this clearing here in Arcadia. I don't think there's really time to get started on a significant side quest. Just because most of the quests of note take 45 minutes to an hour. Many of them, if there's several of them in a row, take a couple of hours. Let's see, who's this Athenian leader? Since we're here. Rexenor, Bringer of Death. Now, that's a fun title.
Bella. Yeah. Come on. Come on.
If I remember right, that's the back door to the cave lair that the cult was holding Lagos's family at.
I need to stay hidden. So this is Callisto the bear.
That is a large bear.
Let's go.
For a moment there, I thought we were in trouble. Well, some pelts to deliver to Daphne, then. That landing looked like it hurt.
Beast Slayer, I'm glad to see you again. This boar was far harder to kill than the Caledonian one. But I've yet to meet a pig that can't be skewered. The gods chose well when they sent you to me. I follow where the gods lead, and they led me to you. They have a sense of humor. How so? We will talk of the gods and their wishes once the hunt is done. Bull put up quite a fight, but his pelt is yours. You are remarkable. No more than the bull. The gods have blessed us with a world of wonder, and we should honor it. Spoken like a true daughter of Artemis. The belt from Callisto the bear. I wish I'd had the chance to see this creature in the wild. It must have been stunning. It was. But there are other things on this earth far more beautiful. And wild? If not, then where would the challenge be in pursuing it?
Go and hit that synchronization point, and then that'll probably be a good spot to wrap the stream for this afternoon.
Ella.
Okay, Phobos, you can handle this. Okay, so that seems like a decent place to stop for now. I want to thank everybody for joining us this afternoon. I hope to see everyone back again next time. We're scheduled for Tuesday evening from 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Since this is a social network, don't forget to follow the channel if you haven't already. Streams are archived here on Twitch for 14 days and then permanently over on my YouTube channel. There's a link in the Twitch channel About tab. And as a reminder for anyone who missed my discussion at the top of today's stream, the VOD that wraps up the character arcs for Nicolaus, Marini, Stentor, Demos, Brasidas, and Cleon will be on Twitch until October 9th. And are already ported over to YouTube. So, I hope everyone has a good Sunday evening, and I will see you next time.